Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, back to the FIMU Alpha Overwatch League season number 13, week number 3, game number 1. We've got the Magic Bang Bus 3. Oh, Lord, they bussin'. Coming up against Arrows, Angels, the number 6 and number 4 teams in the league as of the current week. This is that one. Dan Guy joined tonight in the booth by the one, the only, your resident Baptiste, Zoloft. How are you
That
doing,
is
ma'am?
me. I'm good. I'm good. I had a good day today. I'm excited to see this game. Watch some of my old high newt people.
Wonderful, wonderful. You'll know all the great exploits that we can just flame them for.
Oh yes.
We'll
Can't
see.
forget my old coach, Guy Fieri, brought me in here, ready to flame him.
And there you go. You gotta love it. And as always, quick shout out to the one and the only behind the camera, the toaster oven. Thanks for putting the stream out tonight, buddy. Well, we've got this is gonna be an interesting matchup. I am quite curious how this one shakes out. We have been dealing with a little bit of lineup shuffle here at the last second. Looks like there's a miscommunication possibly with King Pebble not available this evening, forcing Keegan onto the roster of All Lord Magic Bang Bus and Lord They 3
Oh,
as a last second substitution, which we were commenting means that they're not running Hefty and Iron Brew as the oppressive tank duo that this league knows they could be. Thoughts about that, Zoloft?
I have not seen Hefty and Iron Brew dominate on tank. So
I
I
mean,
I wanted to see that.
right. I mean, I've seen them each individually so many times that I can only imagine what it looks like for them to run, Winston Ball together. I did get to see it a little bit last week, I think, but to see that evolve over the course of a season is going to be spectacular. I'm a little bit surprised that they're shying away from it here out of the gate. But for Li Zhang, it's going to be Hefty and Keegan paired together with Iron Brew and banging my drums on the DPS slots, Novi's and Lazy Turtle in the support. Brad and Guy Fieri gonna head up the tank line for the Arrows Angels. Juice and Front Lash on the DPS from members and Aero himself there on the support line. So it looks like the classic pharmacy to pair with Front Lash going up against a hit scan lineup that I think might have trouble dealing with that directly. I'll be curious to see if they opt for the ignore the pharmacy, fight the fight the other four on the ground strategy here. You can see Frontlash already taking the wide angle, headed off towards the coast, looking for that boop over the bridge. Not gonna find it as the fight descends into the white room. Hefty and Brad gonna be squaring up on the Reinhardt, but it looks like Magic Bang Bus just going to take this point presence early, force the other team to come through that choke point, but it's Frontlash in the back line just getting the first pick there on Lazy Turtle, and that's a big one. Several folks falling for the Magic Bang Bus, and that's going to be a quick cap, despite the better positioning at the beginning there, Zoloft.
Huh. You can't count out Frontlash. He's hiding. He's in the sides. You don't think about him. Like
Mm-hmm.
he wiped He wiped Man I Love Frogs last week. Just he snuck up behind us, and then bam, everybody's dead, and you're like, what happened?
Absolutely. That's what I have played on several teams with Frontlash. I've played against Frontlash for several seasons. The main thing is just make sure that you don't forget about him. If you
Yeah.
just forget that he's there, he's gonna make you remember very quickly when you're back in that 10-second timer for spawn. Oh, and a huge purple lands from Aero. Brad drops the shatter behind it and gets nanoed. Stunned for a second, but it's not going to slow him down in the slightest. And Frontlash there to capitalize on some of the chaos with the barrage. The Coalescence, just not enough healing through that. You see that Moira-Lucio combo. It's good, solid, sustained heals if you can fight the brawl, but it's not got any get-out-of-jail-free card for anybody unless you've got the beat online.
Fieri threw out his bomb.
I was gonna say, I heard a bomb. I did not
Yeah.
see a bomb.
I wanna hope that it was a misclick. He got pinned by Hefty.
Perhaps just the I want to stay in mech bomb opportunity. Guy Fieri gets the res there and hops right on back in it for this next fight. Juice does have the Deadeye from Embers. the Valkyrie. Now, Hefty, Iron Brew, Banging My Drums, and Novies all have their ults online. So, a plethora to work with there. If Iron Brew can get a good stick to start things off, perhaps on Aero or from members, that would be a great way to begin this. But looks like they're just going to run it up as the straight 6 brawl. See Iron Brew looking for anybody lurking off on the side, but not going to find it. Really about to start. Hefty finds a wall and a shield. Iron Brew finds a wall of his own. Juice finds absolutely nothing. That's 3 ults for naught to kick this one off. Banging My Drums will finally fall to just the classic boosted Rhine Hammer. And then Brad drops the Shatter as well here. Gonna get the actual kill onto Keegan with it. And this looks like it's gonna be a 99-0 to start off Lijiang here. Clean start from the side of Aero's Angels.
And then, you know, just the barrage at the end of the game. Show some dominance, you know?
You gotta put that little bit of flex on him of like, hey, hey.
Like, hey, I had this.
I coulda.
Coulda done this to you. Ruined your day, but I didn't.
Absolutely. You know, I'm really curious what the thought is running Keegan on the Hog right now. I know, you know, a last second substitution, but as someone who has spent most of their time playing and learning more and more Zarya, I am surprised to see the Piggy as the choice this evening.
My guess is that maybe they want to try to hook front lash out of the air, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you do happen to hook the Pharah, then she should die. The problem is, if you don't, now you're just kind of existing.
Now you're just kind of, yeah.
Better on this map, I think, actually, despite the lack of environmentals, you get a much harder choke point, much easier spot for that Hog to hit the hooks as soon as Frontlash actually gets point presence. Otherwise, you see him right now just having to bob through that window, putting out the splash damage, but not really able to get in the back line fully. And
He
right
can't
now,
fly up in there with those, I don't know what they're called.
No, all the choke points, the sim turrets on the top windows just being a little bit oppressive here. But Banging My Drums goes down to some early poke Frontlash as well. Probably going to grab the res on that one, though. But not before Aero's Angels. Down a few more, and the trade's just not coming in fast enough to make it worthwhile. Banging My Drums should have that teleporter up as well, but the purple into the back line, slowly but surely, the Angels trying to chip away at the Magic Bang Bus. Brad gets taken for a bit of a ride, nanoed, but Hefty ping him into the back corner and then gets purpled himself. It's a tough one between these two Reinhardts, surrounded and just getting carried from all sides. Brad will finally fall. Guy Fieri now the only tank presence on point for Aero's Angels, but they've got the picks with the respawns coming through. Frontlash finds 3 in the feed right now. And finally the cleanup after 44% progress. Not bad for the Bang Bus after that last point. Here's the big issue, though, Jess. They've got to break through this choke against 5 ultimates and Frontlash with barrage.
Even without that barrage, he's got this tiny little door that he's just shooting it. It's easy.
You see the teleporter from point is going to break that choke slightly. I'm a bit surprised we didn't see the barrage immediately onto the TP. Would have forced out the cooldown and or gotten a few kills. The bomb to point, though, the sleep onto Hefty. Aero hits it at the perfect second to just lay the Rhine out. Guy Fieri gets 4 with the bomb, plus the remake. You'll love to see it. Wow.
I love
that was nasty.
Those remake kills come in because it's still pretty new, and so it's so funny to watch.
They're fantastic. Grav remake legitimate combo ?
Keeping him back onto point.
And with the flip, too slow to get back. Hefty goes for the shatter. Wow, that was a ballsy play, trying to slap Juice out of High Noon. Successfully paid off, but Brad returns the favor. A nice shatter lays out Hefty, who will go down in the micro missiles. And now it's all out chaos on point. Frontlash does have the barrage. There he goes, lets it loose, finds one in Lazy Turtle. Will it be enough, though? The sim wall from Banging My Drums buying the Magic Bang Bus a bit of point presence and a bit of safety, and that looks like it'll be all they need for this one. One last staggered touch, very possible here. Looks like no crazy last second switches, but from Embers and Aero swapping things around. Aero over to that Lucio to try to make sure that they get that last touch and everybody there as much as they can to do it. But they're kind of holding their feet on the front line here. Just a little scared to enter. Guy Fieri goes through the window to make sure they don't get staggered out for the last second. And another bomb. Will it be as big? No, Hefty's there with the shield. That one walked around the corner, make sure Aero didn't get anything cheeky, even though he's off the Ana. And with a couple of early kills, this looks like it's going to go in the favor of Magic Bang Bus. What a wonderful job they did coming back after that starting fight here. Well, I guess starting match. The starting fight went in their favor as well on this one. But that will do it. Gardens goes in the favor of the Magic Bang Bus 3. Oh, Lord, they bussin'.
Score 1-1.
What kind of critical changes do you think got made there?
I think the fact that Magic Bang Bus is able to TP and immediately get to point, I think that definitely helped them, and it kept them out of Front Lash's way a little bit longer, and I think that's what they needed.
Absolutely. It's interesting because with that Roadhog, it's almost, you know, they kind of want to play a slower game until they can get that hook, you know, get that good poke in, be that a hook or just a nice solid right click or something like that. But the TP lets them strike much faster. They don't have to take that poke back themselves without it being at least at the cost of some point presence. It made a big difference here, but now you see banging my drums onto the Soldier Iron Brew, onto the Doom Fist. Not too much going to change from the side of Arrow's Angels. Iron Brew with the big rollout finds the flashbang of Juice immediately, but almost puts in some serious work from the starting fight. Hefty going to capitalize on that space made, and you see this Doom Fist Reinhardt combo. They can just back each other up one after another between the shield, the charge, the big fist, but not enough.
Juice.
Juice catches him on the awkward angle. Not sure if it was a flash fan, but I would be surprised if there wasn't a flash fan. Beautiful, beautiful. Production saying that it was indeed a flash fan. You'll love to see it. It feels great. As I always say, flash fan to masters, you know. Ooh, Iron Brew trying to put it down on Front Lash on the coast. Not quite able to do so, and he'll get traded out eventually. The Pharmacy just a little too strong if you can't pop the one shot right away. And now slowly but surely Magic Bang Bus getting whittled down here. They've got enough point presence for a decent start. This could be... Wow, I really think this point could have lasted until 40, maybe even 50% if they had just staggered it out. But instead they're going to opt to die in the hallway with nothing to show for it. I think that one's a die on point, folks. Front Lash just now gets to rain it through choke. Hefty trying to get on by, but Juice there to capitalize on that splash damage. Picks off banging my drums. And now the ult Fiesta inbound. The Shatter will kick it off from Brad. Front Lash follows it up. And the Deadeye for 2. Iron Brew throws in his lot there with the... oh, what's Doom Fist Soul called? I can't remember off the top of my head. The Seismic Whoop-de-Doop. Iron Brew trying to put it down on Brad, just can't quite get enough damage in, and now banging my drums finds his worst nemesis as he pops the visor in Guy Fieri with the defense matrix and Aero with a wonderfully placed sleep dart. You know, that sleep dart has done so much work from the Ana God of the league here. Aero known for his time on the grandma. What was that, Jess?
Aero nanoed Front Lash for a little bit there, but I couldn't say nano. I said Nana. I'm like, that's not right.
Nana nanoed the Pharah.
Yeah. Faro, you know.
Say that one 5 times fast. FD trying desperately to lead his team through a little bit of a different angle of approach here. Looks like they're going to go back up through the White Halls, try to take that high ground away. Lash has the barrage and looking on the top ropes. He'll find Novice with it. And that might be just enough. Takes the beat away, but it wasn't even online. Just a little bit less healing. Lazy Turtle gonna have to farm that Coalescence fast. A nice Shatter comes out, and it's gonna be the end of Brad in the midst of all of this.
Got here, there's the Diva Bomb.
They might have figured out the way to stop this far. Just hack him out of the sky.
Oh,
Still alive and kicking for the time being, but that Sombra switch might be influential here from Iron Brew. Takes a little bit of his own medicine and decides to play the hacker lady. Iron Brew Iron Brew, you better be careful. You're gonna curse yourself, bub. Ooh, Hefty purpled and scared. Guy Fieri staring him down. Frontlash has no fear, just diving right into
Zero.
the back line. Juice from the top ropes is going to take out his counterpart. Oh, man, I know there's going to be some trash talk for that one. Juice takes down Hefty. Frontlash trades out Keegan, and Guy Fieri finds Iron Brew. Will this be enough? Aero's Angels trying to make the flip happen. They will be successful. Now it's just the stagger on point for a last-second opportunity, but they're not going to make it. Magic Bang Bus can't clutch it out here on Control Center. Aero's Angels take home map number 1. Wow. Man, they really do need to figure out one way or another how to capitalize. I honestly think it's time to sort of stop playing the game that Frontlash wants to take, right? Man, look at this play from Guy Fieri. He gets the boop onto the hog, into the well, gets the remech kill on the Sib, and then just 3 with the straight up bomb blast, and 45 elims for 70% KP. Guy Fieri showing off the diva skills here.
Showing it off tonight.
You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Normally the Reinhardt main, or perhaps the Winston enthusiast as well, but diva, nice and well played right now. Looks like Bonsley Toss is going to make it back in here this evening. Magic Bang Bus no longer going to be in need of their sub services, but thank you for stepping into map 1, Keegan, while things were a little bit hectic here. Appreciate it. Looks like Hefty and Iron Brew going to be swapping tank duty here. Probably trying to get a little bit more of a confident hit scan in on this. Iron Brew tends to play a little more of like Junkrat, Bastion, Doom, kind of the specialist niche heroes, whereas Hefty, I think, maybe a little more generally rounded out on things like the Widow, the Kree, the Ashe, even a Genji can harry far, I guess, if you really want to try. I want to see that one. I want to see Hefty blade Frontlash out of the sky. I know he's got it open. You hear me. You hear me, Hefty. Do it. For map number 2 here, we are going to have choice between Hollywood, Kings Row, and Numbani. Are you excited to see Kings Row, Jess?
Oh, yes. You know, nobody ever picks anything else. It's such a good map. I enjoy it, at least. It's a classic.
It is a classic. I honestly think it's one of the best maps, if not the best map in the game. I would probably put it as the best map in the game. I think it's the most enjoyable anyway. But
It's also just, it's so pretty. Especially when you know, you get that Christmas King's Row in there. Gorgeous.
I mean, between the 3 of them, though, I'm really not sure which is better to try to fight the Pharah on, if it's going to be Kings Row or Hollywood, because Hollywood has so much more high ground access for everyone, whereas Kings Row doesn't really have all that much high ground to begin with, but that means you're going to have a harder time getting right up in Frontlash's face. Interesting.
On that third point, I've been told it's harder to play Pharah.
Sure it is. Sure it is, with that gaping chasm off to the side of right where you have to stand, and that nice high ground on both top sides. You know, real struggle there. I'm excited to see how this one shakes out. Kings Row coming at you here for map number 2. Aero's Angels take home Lijiang. And as I was kind of saying before I was so rudely interrupted by Eric daring to get a 5K. No, props, Guy Fury. I think it's time for Magic Bang Bus to not try to counter Aero's Angels and the likes of Frontlash and Aero, right?
Yep.
Hefty and Iron Brew on that DPS tank combo last round, and I would expect it to be again this round, were really bullying the front line of Aero's Angels. Brad 0809 was putting up a pretty good fight, but I think they can afford to capitalize on the space, if not just the outright win. You know, I don't think they were dominant enough that they can say, you know, oh, we just run at him, hold W, mouse 1, win. Like, Brad was holding his own plenty fine for that. Guy Fury was getting some good peel in there. But I think you have to take that frontline fight and just make it be a faster fight, right? Pharah can get a 2-shot kill, a 1-shot combo if somebody's low, something like that. But really, she wants that long, sustained, pokey fight that she can afford to, use the Mercy, use the damage boost, use that splash damage. But if you just go fast, kill them all, well,
Yeah,
then
I mean, then
you're
yeah,
done.
they just kind of got to leave. You're just kind of left there.
I lost it if Aero said R. I just want to double check here, but here we are underway. Kings Row. It'll be Arrows Angels with the first defensive round.
Now entering
Banging
King's
in my
Row.
drums. Heading up, the Magic Bang Bus number 3 here on the attack. Looking for a better showing. Looking to channel some of that Gardens energy that they had. They just need to be able to strike fast and strike a little bit harder. Honestly, I think Bonsley Toss's addition here is going to make quite a difference. Peter, proficient on the Reinhardt very well after that last season of the Red Division. Was throwing
I
it down quite a bit.
Yeah, I want to see him flame strike, front lash. I want that to happen.
Oh, not again. Not again. I still have flashbacks, Jess. I don't need that. Frontlash got fire struck. He got pinned. He had the wackiest stuff happen to him from Reinhardt's off the top rope last season. I swear.
You love see. Oh, did I said fire stick
Yeah,
instead of
nice fire stick.
a nice
You might
fire
want to see a
stick.
doctor about that.
He said, "Don't tempt me."
Do it. Do it, Peter. Off
it.
the top rope, charge over the wall, catch. Actually, no. Sim TP on top of the statue, charge off, catch the Pharah. I'll give you $10 if you can do it.
My goodness.
Oh, look at Aero with the lineups. Team comes out the door and just immediately purple. That's how you know
Oh,
that this man has played his fair share of Grimoire, knows all the lineups and all the classics here. Gonna seed the space through the choke though. Brad doesn't have a whole lot of shield to work with. Bonsley Toss not too much either, but he's getting to be the aggressor. And it'll be Brad that falls first, but quickly traded for 2. Hefty and Bonsley can't survive the onslaught. Ironbrew's gonna get demeched here shortly, I expect. Will they stagger the Diva? They're gonna try. Frontlash doing what he can to try to make it happen. Ironbrew trying desperately to get back in that mech and not gonna be able to find it. That's a good stagger here to start this fight. 3 minutes on the clock. The first 30 seconds first push already gone, basically. See, Hefty is on that Genji. I want to see it. I want to see it. Blade the Pharah out of the sky. You almost got it. You see the
with the
Nano
nano
Pharah.
front lash. First ult, popping early.
You know, it really does just absolutely juice that barrage charge, though.
Yeah.
You know, lets him be relatively fearless. Lets the no mercy pocket with Chris Helms in on the brig specialist right now. Here's the blade. Here's the blade. Find the Pharah. Find the Pharah.
He's
She's
too
above
high.
you. She's above you. I want it so bad. Oh, front lash finds Hefty instead. The barrage is going to come home, and now the grab gets thrown out in the midst of it all, trying to hold this point. There should be a tick in it for Magic Bang Bus, though, trying to eat the damage off front lash. They don't notice Aero sitting in the back line, just free firing. It's going to be impossible to kill this Pharah with that pocket stuck on him. As front lash finds both healers for Magic Bang Bus. This is now a lost fight. It took them a minute. It cost them several ults. They invest the nano. They invest the blade. They're still going to have 4 with the bomb, the shatter, the visor, and the beat online. But there's 4 facing them down on the other side. The shatter of their own. Juice with the high noon. Chris Helms with the rally. And Aero with another nano. I expect to see that nano either go on to Brad or on to Frontlash. If Brad just lays some people out, nano the Pharah, let him get his ults, clean up all the kills. There we go. Both Ryans have it. Bonsley Toss gonna throw it down first. The nice combo with the bomb finds
wow.
5.
Ah.
Holy Iron Brew. Production, can we take a quick pause so that I can go change my pants? That was a nasty bomb. Holy crap.
Oh
Beautiful
no.
pin. Bonsley Toss lays out Brad, pins him back to the phone booth, and then he caused so much chaos. Chris Helms was staring there, shield up, and didn't even notice the bomb behind him, much in the way that Banging My Drums, Hefty, and Nobius did not notice the Pharah behind them there with Barrage into the Streets phase. They're going to be able to retake this one at the Arches for the close hold. Well, you know, if nothing else, they might get a little bogged down here for another minute or two, trying to break this arch hold, especially with the ult economy looking the way it is. 3 still online for Aero's Angels. But for Banging My Drums and the Magic Bang Bus, I'm happy that we capped point A with a decent time bank left over. Still got a little under 3 minutes, starting out Streets phase. That is not a, you know, okay, we got 1 minute, we gotta win like every fight or else it just becomes Stagger Fest. This is still a very good progress with Juice in the backline, trying to shut it down. Hefty will get the trade, but not before Juice finds 2 with the high noon. And that's gonna be another shutdown push. One thing I haven't seen yet, I haven't been able to take notice of it too well. I haven't been keeping track of Hefty marvelously, but Aero just seems like he has been free. Aside from the occasional poke damage, there's nobody diving on him, there's nobody getting him in the back line to harass that Ana, and that's why you've seen these nanos just flowing so freely. It feels like it's glued to him, that Q just always online.
He's far enough away, he's sneaky. You know, he's not a mercy pocket, so I don't think they're thinking about it right away.
Right, but just that consistent healing, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because Frontlash is smart enough that he's not going to take enough poke for you to kill him unless you can basically deal half his health or more in one shot. You know, if you can't take him out when he pushes a little too far. Speaking of, here goes the bomb. It finds 2. Looks like the shield broke for Brad.
Blade.
Yes,
Blade got 2.
indeed. The Blade and the bomb combo will be enough. Magic Bang Bus getting that bus finally bussing here through the second half of Streets. There's going to be a recontest for certain. The Barrage, the Grav, the Shatter online. I'm expecting to see a Grav Barrage here. Let's see what Guy Fieri can hit. Will Iron Brew be able to snag the eat? Will Bonsley Toss drop the Shatter? Banging My Drums with the Visor. Lazy Turtle with the beat to counter as necessary. Might be able to get him through most of the Barrage with enough time to kill the Pharah. Let's see what happens here. Frontlash trying to set up one more on the far corner.
Oh, Grab gets them all.
Grab gets them all. Shatter puts them on the ground. Maybe a little more than they wanted to spend. You know, all 3 of their ults. But they are going to have Deadeye and the Nano available here.
Might also pretty close on rally.
What did Novi's Nano?
You know,
He and Aero had it online at the same time, and Aero's outpaced him. I didn't quite see what they caught with it. Bonsley puts both tanks to the ground, but gets traded out himself. The beat just a little bit too slow from Lazy Turtle to keep him alive. And now the Deadeye into the back line, and that is going to be about it. Just some stagger kills to clean up here. Lazy Turtle bouncing for dear life on point. Making a pretty good show of it, but Aero with that sleeve dart. But Lazy Turtle manages to get back for the second touch. You see no one go ball, no one, the Diva died late, so she wasn't available for the fast recontest. If Bonsley got on ball there, 100% he touches. I don't know if it makes the difference, but we'll never know at this rate.
Switching sides.
You trying to simp for Aero tips?
yeah. You know, I can't play on it, but you know, I think I need to learn how to do that.
He sent me a message after our last game. I played some very poor Ana on Junkertown, and he was like, "Hey man, like good game tonight. You were playing pretty well, but like you know, you can use cover, right?" I was like, "Hey, shut up."
You can't hide. You don't have to sit there.
You don't have to just take all those shots to the dome.
Oh yeah.
Man. A force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Honestly, my favorite Aero interactions though were the days when I got to play Lucio Brig with him, and we would just make Aero chug a bang, and just lose his mind screaming and hyping the team up, and then I would just put it on speed and just boost him into the entire back line. It's a good time when you get the old Aero nice and riled up on some caffeine.
Magic Bang must switched up their support line a little bit. They got a BAP and a Zen now.
5,
I want to see
I-
some good BAP plays.
I'd love to see
Watson.
it.
1.
Lamp is too strong to ignore when Front Lash has Barrage every other fight. You're not going to have Beat every other fight. You're not going to have Trans every other fight. You're going to have Lamp every
Can't
fight.
always have Lamp. You play it right. I love
I
Lamp.
also love Lamp. Bonzitas taking the aggressive position, trying not to cede control of the mini. His shield is far healthier than Brad's right now, and Chris Helms gets caught out of position. Now they're going to be kind of just meandering through choke as the pressure pours through. Iron Brew pick up the kill onto Front Lash, finding his mark there. And that is another factor we haven't even discussed. Putting Lazy Turtle on Zen, which if I'm not mistaken is their most comfortable hero. I'll have to check that one out in a second between rounds, but that Discord Orb onto the Pharah or onto anyone is just going to make their life so much easier. As you see both Rhines here get traded out. Pharah's got the Discord up top. She kind of can't afford to peek. Goes through the window, gets the bubble, and just gets bopped, but will pick up 2 on the way in. Both hit scans can't survive. Wow.
Oh,
Ramen in the back line. No remake available. You know Iron Brew wanted to remake Guy Fieri.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
he wanted it. This Juice cleans up the last 2 basically here. Ryan's gonna fight it out in the back hallway. Banging my drums. No, no, no. No hero play, John. Oh, no. That's the long spawn. At least from the fast hero. Will the Rhine get close spawned? Staggers up
and
plenty
Brew
here.
gets Front Lash again.
Necessary,
where
but now
that happened.
Juice is gonna kill Iron Brew unless Novies can help him out. Indeed, they will. Iron Brew lives to tell another tale. Just gonna wait patiently for that mech back at this point, it looks like.
Just sit in there.
I mean, 80% of the way, no reason to risk it, but will they find far in the back line? Hefty's aware. Novies trying to take up position. Iron Brew finally back in the mech. Front Lash does not have the barrage, so not too much of a threat back there, but you gotta know it's coming.
Oh.
Guy Fieri's got the grab. Juice with the
Juice is
Deadeye.
Looking around back.
Bonzi
that
wants
Deadeye.
the shatter. I can feel
Oh,
it.
nice.
Good kill. Very well done there. Lazy Turtle pops the Transcendence, which means Guy Fieri. I was about to say, here comes the grab barrage. Hefty throwing down the Deadeye of his own, and it picks up 3. What a beautiful. There, you'll find the 4th on the Aero lurking by the Mega. Wonderful plays from the McCree.
So a little worried for that barrage because Novus threw down Lamp during that high noon. A little scared for him there.
I was concerned. Iron Brew was very close. You could tell he was looking for that grab to come out after the trans hit. Sorry, by the way, Magic Bang Bus. I keep wanting to call you Banging My Drums as a team instead of a player for some reason.
You know, they both got Bang in the name.
Ooh, bang goes the hammer. Bonsley drops a couple down. No kills traded out just yet. But Front Lash will die in the process. Lazy Turtle falls as well. These two teams relatively even here. Hefty trying to live off in the back corner. But the cart rolling on almost into its zone here to take home the win for Aero's Angels on map 2. They do collect the kill on Aero. Hefty working in the back line. Found what he needed to. Gonna take some heroics now, though. Front Lash
Oh yeah.
trying to pour the damage. Bonzuitas takes up the mantle, trying to hold point for just a few more seconds. The next spawn is not close enough, though. Aero's Angels take this one home as well. Close. Close indeed. That, honestly, that felt a lot closer than the time bank made it look.
Yeah.
There wasn't that. So, I almost did it again. Magic Bang Bus got a few too many staggers trying to take that last second, eat the time off the clock on point A. That when it got to Streets phase, they were just kind of stuck, right? Iron Brew was out of mech. He had to wait for it to come back. They had a couple of staggers. They had some just coordination issues that made it so Streets was a really difficult time, and they didn't get that arch hold the same way as
Yeah,
Arrow's Angels did. They didn't get that,
Angels
nice
kind of
clean choke point.
kept moving.
Yeah, it was sporadic, right? There was plenty of fights that the Bang Bus won,
Hmm.
but it just wasn't consistent enough. They never got that tempo back fully on their side. It felt like even when they won a fight, they knew that there was an onslaught coming back the other way. There was never, okay, we're comfortable. We
Yeah.
won that fight with one ult. We got four for the next one. We just keep the cycle up. Time to see if the Bus Boys can push this to map number 3. They've got to survive. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait. No, okay. Never mind. I thought I just put that in the wrong order. They've got to survive the escort map here for week number 3, changing the order around just a little bit between escort, assault, and hybrid. It'll be Junkertown, Rialto, or the Route 66, which it appears that Banging My Drums is going to opt for. Route 66 online. We'll see if Arrow's Angels will secure, if I'm not mistaken, their second 3-0 sweep? No, they're 1-1.
Because, man, I love frogs. Shout out to my homies. Believe we beat them last week. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Did
Arrows.
you all play last week? If you played them last week, you 3-0'd because their map differential is 0-0, and I'm pretty sure they 3-0'd week 1.
All of the teams 3-0'd week 1.
This is true. This
Yes.
is true. Actually, I think the final game wasn't, but it was literally just the last game. And what I think is even better is that the last game was supposed to be the first game.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I remember.
The doctors ended up getting delayed a long, long way there.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was supposed to cast that one and then it got moved. And I'm like, oh, man.
That's right. That's right. We've had a couple of new voices in the booth this season. I know you're not entirely new to the casting scene, but how have you enjoyed it so far, Zoloft?
I like it. I like being out there a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I'm a mess, but I'm having fun.
Hey, as long as you bring the energy, that's all that
Yeah.
really matters. Looks like we're gonna have From Embers swap out with ye old Chris Helms, sleeper GM, Brig Extraordinaire. I will never forget the map last season that Chris Helms just accidentally casually stunned a Sombra out of EMP. Like he I think he went to like just stun in general and just happened to hit the decloaking Sombra on the back of point and was
Wow.
just like, "Oh,
Oh,
hey, I did that." There
hey.
was so many times this fellow has just been like, "Oh, hey, I did a thing," and it's like, "Oh, stunned Rhine out of Shatter, stunned Sombra out of EMP, like just casually got a 4K," and he's like, "Did I do good?"
Did I do
Yes,
it, Dad?
yes, Chris, you did good.
That's me. Whenever I throw down a lamp, I'm like, was that good? Did I do it? Did I do it? Are
You
you
just
alive?
right, you just hit E and then stare at the kill feed and hope it's empty.
I'm like, please, please work. That's my biggest thing. They're always like, whoever's my captain, they're like, hey, you should probably tell us, before you window. And I'm like, it's fine. I'll just throw it down whenever I want.
Meh, it'll be back.
Yeah, you know. Sometimes the accidental things are what's remembered.
I mean, the other team can't predict your plays if you can't predict your
You can't
plays,
predict them. They can't predict it either.
right? My favorite window play though, I see ML7 do this one all the time. If he'll just tell his Ryan, he's like, I've got window. Just throw your fire strike whenever, and I'll just drop the window in front of it as it travels.
Oh,
That's always a good one.
that I should learn that.
It terrifies me whenever I know. I had a game last night on Blizzard World that I was defending point A. I think I was playing Ana or Hanzo, just like sitting way back taking pot shots. And I heard a window, and then I heard a fire strike, and I just saw it travel for about 8 seconds. And I was like, huh, it's a fire strike. I should move. And then I was like, oh shit, that's a windowed fire strike. I need to move now. Move now, move now, move now, move now.
Time to go.
I mean, that's just the way it goes. I feel like I'm a fire strike magnet all the time.
Oh yes, I have such a good habit of just peeking around a corner and then fire strike right to the face. I'm like, what the heck? It happens
Rude.
all the time, and I'm like, really?
Rude. How dare you?
Like, this is rude. I haven't done anything.
Traveling to Route
I'm just trying to, you know, heal the feeders.
Well, we'll have to see if there's any nasty window fire strikes in our future here, particularly from Juice, who has swapped with Guy Fieri. Guy gonna pick up the mantle of DPS here on, what is this, Route 66. Juice gonna opt to play some tank. I honestly, for how often I play with Juice, I should know. Oh, okay, it's Hog. I feel dumb. I feel dumb. I should have known that there was a Hog inbound. This just makes sense.
And a
No.
ball.
This is gonna be
attackers
interesting.
incoming in 30
Juice on Hog, Guy Fieri on Sombra, front lash on his signature Pharah. From Embers there, gonna be the pocket for him. Aero gonna be able to just keep Brad up. So basically, if Guy Fieri can just hack Iron Brew or Bonsley Toss, the fight's kind of over.
Yeah.
seconds.
Just
This
pick
is
on them
really
enough.
interesting. Banging my drums on the Sombra himself, Hefty on the Tracer. If Hefty can get good value finding Guy Fieri,
Oh,
if Front Lash can just kill the entire team. What a pick there. Hefty finds an unfortunate rocket to the face and just immediately switches Soldier. Now Front Lash does die here early. Can they deny the res? Nope. But Guy Fieri will get traded out as well. The Heart just rolling along nice and chill here. Aero gets hacked. Banging my drums, being a bit of a menace on this coast side for now. Novies. What happened to Novies? He must have got like 1.0. Just spam it in chat there. I see he got hooked by Juice in the feed. Iron Brew trying to do his most elusive Wrecking Ball impersonation right now, but at least the Sombra hacks on both sides have kind of netted this stalemate of tempo that as long as they can both trade hacks relatively equally, then they're in a good spot. Guy Fieri thinking about taking the Sombra duel. Do it! Do it! Oh,
I want to see it.
see it as well. See,
Oh.
Banging My Drums, though, is the one so far that has taken health pack control. Both minis are in
Oh.
control of the Bang Bus, and that's going to give them a lot of staying power here. It lets Iron Brew get so much more value when he knows he can afford to come back to that health pack in 2 seconds. But, you know, one mini's not going to make the difference between a whole hog and life there. Iron Brew will get the after death count on his mind. Front lash drops down 2 with the barrage here. And now, Cart not really moving through all of this, though.
Want to hop on?
Anybody want to take a ride? Juice being a menace, though. Iron Brew gonna get some stall time on Cart and then just roll away back out and under. Live to fight another day with Hefty here. Both the mobile characters. Iron Brew will tank the hook. Maybe not what he wanted, but Banging My Drums at least finds the trade on Front Lash. Can he stick around to block the res? Please.
Nope. Aero finds him, gets him.
Oh, good snag to secure Front Lash back in the fight. We got 4 ults online, though, for the defenders. None here from our attacking Arrow's Angels. Bang My Drums could probably just drop EMP here and have it be pretty big, but they're down both heals now. And the defenders have just taken too long to ult, and they lose their entire advantage. There's a point in time where the nearest ult for Arrow's Angels was 20% offline, with 4 up for, okay, with 3 up after that EMP that I might want back. It finds 2, but just down too many here. And that's going to be .1 capped for the Angels. They just needed to ult faster. Bang Bus just took way too much time to push their advantage. I don't think they knew they had the advantage that hard. They can't escape the hook of Juice yet again. Looks like he might have got hooked and slept. We do see
No.
the window come down, but just largely kiting it. Banging My Drums, you need to hack this Rhine. Hack this Rhine. Hack it. Oh, The awareness of the hack just not quite there for him. Hefty trying to pull out some heroics from the high ground, just gonna opt to maybe take a dive. Nope, gonna fight it out to the bitter end here.
Trying to get Iron Brew off the map.
Iron Brew's trying to bait him for the boop. Watch this, watch this. He's gonna go for it. Oh no, he's just gonna sit in the corner until he gets run over. Oh, this is sad. He knew he was low health. That Mega might have been hacked. I didn't quite see. Oh, Zoloft, you have to say one nice thing about ChopCon.
Oh, I do?
You do not.
I don't know him.
You know, that's a pretty nice thing about ChopCon.
I don't know. I've only talked to him a couple of times. He's always been pretty nice to me, though. You know, he's friendly. That's really all I got.
I mean, he wanted to make a role so that Jeremiah could officially be the PMAOWL's official ass.
Oh yeah, you know, it makes sense.
You know, Shaka Khan does have his he means well, lovely person, was a wonderful commissioner, co-commissioner, has done so many things for this league. But his just like absolute chaos demon meme game is on point. I'll give him that.
Shaka Khan was recently on my Facebook, like, oh, you might know this person friends list, and I'm like, hey Michael, is this Shaka Khan? And he's like, yes it is.
Oh, Frontlash kills himself and then gets the res from Embers. And then dies again. Well, that is the res and the Pharah down, so it's time to push and retake this cart for the Magic Bangos 3 here. And they are going to do so quite hastily. Juice, it's time to die. Don't vape. Don't you dare vape. He wanted to do it. Bonzui rocked him out of vape, and honestly, if I had that over, I'm throwing that rock into the sky so that I can get the extra 300 HP worth of all charge. Fair play though. Quick cleanup, a solid hold. 2.5 minutes at the end of Route 66 is not a very steep time bank. You know, this final slog is so tough, and especially when it leads off with a 4-man Sig Flux. Bonsley Toss is going to get the kill onto Aero early. Hefty looks like he might have eaten a little bit of a Helix rocket to the dome. Or, I guess, to the toes. Will get rezzed in the back from Lazy Turtle. From Embers has the Valk online. Aero's got the Nano. Frontlash with the Barrage. The Shatter. The Whole Hog. Facing down the window, the Valk, the Visor, the High Noon, the Grab as well. The Grab gonna keep him away from that Shatter, and now the window to follow up. Juice trying to Whole Hog and push through. Will it be enough? Competing ults come out from all sides here.
Oh.
Window?
Oh, Iron Brew kills himself?
You know, sometimes you just do right click things and things happen.
I guess.
You never seen a Zarya kill herself?
I mean, I have.
It's always a sad day, because usually it means you were pretty high charge or you were really low health trying to get the like final kill or like just a little bit of extra ult charge before you died.
I hate when we're sitting in spawn waiting for the game to start and Zaryas are just sitting there trying to kill themselves. And I'm like, why?
All
Why
the
you
time.
do this?
My,
So I
my
just
favorite thing
heal
is
up.
then, I was gonna say, my favorite thing is then when the healer just doesn't heal me and now I get to on to like 30 HP and it's that decision of, do I commit to this meme or not?
You need to learn your lesson. Or I'll kill them and they're like, hey, stop healing me. And I'm like, why? You want to die?
Speaking of learning a lesson, Novius just got away with highway robbery there. The Baptiste high right, just taking the pot shots, trying to recharge that window. Almost got snagged by Juice. They do get the kill on From Embers early, so no res available if Frontlash should happen to go down here.
Frontlash
Novius will
nanoed.
An interesting spot back and forth. The
Dragons
Dragons come
from
from
Guy Fieri.
downtown? Interesting. Iron Brew just kind of stalling it out on point here, though, and as long as the rest of the Bang Bus don't feed too hard, yeah, that's going to be a fight one here. The Visor going to get the cleanup onto Aero into the overtime. Wonderfully done here. Magic Bang Bus 3 has a very clean retake halfway through third point. Going to hold to a respectable distance. Very, very winnable here.
In the comments, we have a Wubs, aka Jeremiah, saying, "Do it. Give me the role for best ass in PMA."
No. Not best ass.
Just
PMA's
the
ass.
ass. Just
Just-
the ass. Yes, yes.
You are PMA's ass.
PMA's ass. And
I
then
guess I
my
can't speak for the
opinion,
whole
yes.
of the fraternity. At least the Overwatch leagues.
Ready for battle.
Oh my. Guy Fieri rolling out on the Symmetra, possibly. Now, I see one world in which this works well. I see two worlds in which this works well. One is they get enough picks that they would have won the fight anyway. Two is they set up a car wash under bridge with a very safe teleporter back up to high ground, hold the card on corner until they are about ready to lose the fight, have exhausted all their resources, and then just go, goodbye. You know? Toaster Oven is wow. Alright, I ruined it.
Actively.
Toasty told me that they don't have a teleporter anymore. Guy Fieri thought better of it. I talked him out of it. You're welcome, Bang Bus. It's possible. But I do like the Kree a whole lot better.
Oh,
Whew, Bang My Drums collects the kill with the boosted Ash Gun. Will they stop the res, though?
Bonsley.
Oh, the res goes...
Oh, both reses go off.
Wow. That's shocking to me. That is shocking to me. I mean, good for them that they get Bonsley tossed back up because they had no right to. Front Lash should have never had the opportunity to get res there. And I guess you lose the Rhyme, you lose the aggression, but they're getting the picks here. The double hit scan with the Mercy Pocket has made a serious difference for the Bang Bus on this second attack. They just need to deal with the Hog on point. He's going to grab the Mega, grab a quick Vape, grab a Nano from Aero. Juice is about to be a menace. Juice is about to be a full-blown menace as long as he can keep his Ana in his sightlines, which he will as he pops this whole Hog, and it's going to push everybody away, but no, Aero. What
Man,
happened to Aero?
managed to get the kill on Juice.
Yeah, what happened to Aero? He might have got distracted or just way too much heat thrown on the Juice all at once.
Fine.
Brad looking to recontest this cart the last second here. Very patient, trying to preserve that shield, find out where Bonsley Toss is. Maybe a little bit too patient if he's not quick here. They're just going to walk away from point. Interesting. The grab does come out from Iron Brew. Wasn't needed, but I can absolutely understand why he threw it. Didn't know it wasn't needed until it already was too late. Very much worth the secure.
Brad fire striked in that little corner and then managed to pin and kill. I don't know who he killed. Might have
He
been
managed to do it.
managed to do it. It's a little subtle.
You love my favorite thing is when you get the slide pin so that like you can basically make, you know, a 60-degree angle and then you catch somebody from nowhere.
It's just a Rhine flying around the corner and you're like, where did you come from and why?
This Bob from Banging My Drums, really nice tempo there. It doesn't do too terribly much, but it does buy them a ton of space with basically no risk of picks into this final fight.
It scares Earth Angels a little bit, you know. Keeps them at bay.
Absolutely, you can't afford to poke as a hit scan into that, Bob. Novi's with the solo lamp, solo window. I respect it. Kills front lash. Well worth. He'll take a nap for his efforts there. The Lazy Turtle's there to keep him company. Hefty gonna get the hook and the delete. Followed shortly by the res on the Bonsley Toss. Juice going for some heroics, but you're not McCree, my friend. That whole hog just makes you a nice target. You don't get to just delete everybody. Bonsley Toss comes from behind.
Just a one swing. Like, get
Oh
out
no,
of
he's got AirPods on. He doesn't know the Ryan's behind him. He's got AirPods in.
here.
Oh, they raised Juice in the back line from Embers. No.
Why'd you
Charging
do
up.
that?
Trying to make sure, you know, it's ult tracking, Jess. It's ult tracking. You don't have to track them if you just know they have them.
Fury switches to Doom Fist.
Boom Fist.
Boom Fist? What?
Yep. Boom
Oh.
Fist. Boom. No more fist.
Boom. did.
Bosley Toss also getting boomed a little bit here, though. He's had a tough time on the front.
You know, we haven't
Oh,
talked about that time bank. Magic Bang Buzz has 4 minutes.
oh yeah, no, Magic Bang Bus has like not really lost a fight yet. It's coming now because there comes 4 after the double kill out of the barrage. Iron Brew did throw a grab in the midst of all of that caught Juice, but caught him on the wrong side of the wall in a very safe corner. You hate to see it. But with 3 minutes 40 seconds, honestly, Bang Bus can just sit here and bash, or, sorry, whew. Yeah, Bang Bus can afford to just bash their head into the wall until they've got 6 ults, walk in and win. They just have the time. That's all they need to do. Honestly, if I were banging my drums, I would be swapping to a Hanzo, work towards grab drag, and just win the game.
Just bam.
Yeah. I don't care if all you do is body shot tanks for 2 minutes. You'll get dragons, and you win the game.
Yeah.
They're trying to do it with style, though. Hefty finds front lash and the counterpart from Embers. No pharmacy left alive, and this might just be it.
Yeah. I
It's gonna
think.
be a final touch from Brad, but he's not gonna last very long.
Wow.
Wonderfully
Alright.
done.
Victory.
I did not swap the team names. Do not believe that. This is heresy. This is
That is
heresy. This is heresy.
Play of the game.
Do not believe your eyes, Chait.
He immediately dies.
You know, it's Juice. I expect him to pop ult, kill 17, and then explode. Every time.
Where are you getting those numbers?
It's a very careful calculation.
It's a very, very long whole hog.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you do the calculation wrong or it doesn't work. See, that's why you have to be careful about it. Production is softly crying himself to sleep and all of these terrible jokes.
That's the reasoning.
Well, and we'll have to suffer for at least one more map here. We're headed into Assault. It'll be Volskaya,
Ugh.
Hanamura, or Volskaya, evidently. We've got Volskaya Industries, Hanamura, and Volskaya.
2 different maps, you know? There's Industries and then just Volskaya.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always the same 3 maps. So it's Anubis.
Ew. Did you know that Paris is the same like layout as Anubis? It's just themed differently. Like it's the exact same thing. Somebody told me that once.
But it's not.
Kind of is.
But it's not.
A little.
Okay, on the most macro level, yes. Like if you take the general, you walk to point, there are 3 different routes that converge back on point. Yes. But you can't go around the back of Anubis. You can't go onto the high ground on the sides of Anubis.
What is gulag?
You know, I really don't know.
Isn't it like actually a food? I could be very wrong.
Oh, no. Gulag is Russian prison camps.
Not a food.
Goulash is a food.
Okay, so it was, they're similar words.
Aero says swap Juice and Eric back. They learned their lesson.
They learned. Is this are they actually playing Hanamura?
Yeah, they're playing Hanamura.
Alright. Is this the first time it's been played this season? I don't know.
I don't believe so.
I need to watch more streams.
Juice, quote, "Look, man, let me play Hog, I'll win." Stream, quote, "Magic Bang Bus takes it to map 4." You know, I admire the moxie, Juice. I admire the moxie.
That desire, that burn.
Trying to check out here if the teams want to go ahead and start things up, and then I'll pass control over. I will indeed. I need to make a quick run out of the room, but I'll throw the Toasty in charge here for just a second so that things can get underway for map number 4. Hanamura, Arrows Angels got the opportunity to clinch, or Magic Bang Bus could take it all the way to 5. I am gonna start the map, but I am gonna pass you control in case something should happen.
Initiating match.
Doop, 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 doop. Hey, have fun.
Oh. Oh.
Ready for battle.
All right, so we got on banging my again banging my drums. We just keep saying that as a team name, but it is in fact banging or Magic Bang Bus. You know, banging in my bus. Magic Bang Bus. They got that sim. You know, trying to hopefully manage to TP through that first choke, get onto point. That first choke can be a hard one. I hate it personally. Got Guy Fieri back on that diva. Love to see another bomb. As always, we got front lash on Pharah. Wouldn't expect anything different. I don't think I've ever seen him play anything else.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Arrows Angels holding it a little bit close, a little bit past that first choke. We got Magic Bang Bus going on the right. Oh, that TP goes up, but it is instantly deleted by front lash.
Oh, good God. What am I walking back into? I see Hefty on Bastion and I'm mad.
Trying to cast by myself.
I got you on this one. And they're trying, and they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Bonzlitos really wants to go chase down Guy Fieri, but
Managed TP up.
interesting. He managed to beat the TP to point and just walk there himself. Charges through Brad, who just gets deleted by Hefty setup on the high ground. Or in the back far corner, excuse me.
Oh, Hefty already with an ult.
Hefty is playing no games. He wants to make sure they get this cap fast and furious.
Like, I
here.
want this, and I want it now.
I think he also just really wanted to style on front lash and juice, respectively. Aero takes a little swim to ensure the fast spawn and the full regroup. Novice has the window available. Juice has the Deadeye, so look for him to go on some sort of sneaky flank, but plenty of ults are coming from the side of Arrows Angels. The TP straight onto point. The High Noon gets hooked out of it. Iron Brew with a clean snag there, and they left Hefty back to choke. So they TP with the main force onto point, left the back Bastion in choke, relatively protected with the window, and this is going to be... Ooh,
wow!
They get the full cab just in time. Super clean plays by the Bang Bus here to rock it with 5 minutes left in the bank. Damn.
5-0-5.
Switching sides.
That was super clean from Bang.
Initiating match.
Well, you know, I gotta say that my team last week, somebody said, "Can I play Bastion?" when it was third map for game point for us, and I went. Somebody like kind of went, "Yeah, I don't care," and I went, "No, nope, nope. I'd be mad if it were me." In this instance, I'm not mad.
No.
The team that's down in the series
Ready for
started it.
battle.
They did it very, very successfully. Run it back at him. I dare you. I dare you, Arrows Angels. Run the Sin Bastion back at him. You won't.
They won't.
Throw
Front lash
front
go
lash on
stick to that
Bastion.
aura.
No, come on. Throw front lash on Bastion. No balls.
He'll be like, wait, I can't fly? Hold on. Uh-oh. Peter wants us to know something.
How to count? He got 275 hero damage.
Uh,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. That's
Attackers
insane.
incoming.
That's why you won't see my bash. Yeah, sure, front lash.
Add at Bastion front lash? Is that what you're hiding from us? He secretly can't play anybody else.
He can whip out the Creep and whip out a little Reaper, a little May now and again. Seen him get a dome shot on a Widow a time or two.
Okay, but I can get a dome shot as a Widow.
Oh, I mean, you know, you throw enough spaghetti at the wall, the clock will be right twice a day. Front lash
Right.
posted up on this high ground, trying to pester Hefty, but he's got the Mercy pocket. That's going to be a pretty big threat. Juice trying to join him. Hefty almost takes a dive, trying to get back to his Mercy. No, come back, Lazy Turtle. Oh, Lazy Turtle leaves him to die to Juice and to front lash. Hefty will go down, but not before the trades come out in their favor. Lazy Turtle returns to save the day in the Aero falls to Banging My Drums. And Banging My Drums, 91% towards that tire that we all know, we all hate.
He
Can
just
be
killed
so deadly.
4 people. I love seeing Banging My Drums picking this Junkrat pick, because that's where he's comfortable. That chaos.
I like to see him getting kills like this.
Oh, yes.
What's gonna make me punch my monitor in a second is when he triple mines over the roof. Actually, he won't even. He'll single mine lazily through a window and then drop a tire from behind the Reinhardt, and he'll get a 5k.
Believe Novus just tried to make that jump around the
Yep,
back, and
definitely.
missed it.
Definitely. Alright, no 5k. Does kill the Rhine, though. Pretty solid. Gonna buy him some time for their Baptiste to return.
Nano the Diva, res on the Rhine from Aero's Angels. Front lash tries to sneak in and instantly dies.
You know, I
Got
do
very
admire the
deep
Moxie.
One. Oh,
It's gonna
They're gonna-
slowly but surely. That'll do it. Now, here's the thing though. Magic Bang Bus 3 have literally already won the time bank.
oh yeah.
443
Yeah,
and
that's
counting.
yeah.
Defense point.
Like-
Still, not a bad time bank.
Oh no, tons of time. If they can
Yeah.
cap this, if they can cap with more than 2 minutes, they're gonna be in a decent spot to make this happen on the crackback. But if they get held even to like, you know, down to a minute or two, like they still finish with time on the clock, it gets so much more tough. Juice trying to make it happen early, gets grabbed in immortality, but it's gonna let Frontlash follow it up with the double barrage. Juice finds nothing but a ton of cooldowns and ultimates with the blade, but it'll be enough.
Capping point manages to get a tick.
I mean, it's gonna take 2 more if they want to do anything with it. But progress is progress. Jonah's just gonna run down Brad here. Watch it. Arrow's trying to keep him up. Oh, Jonah! I am shocked that he let go of W and or Mouse 1. I would have just been running at him until I fed my little junk brains out.
Yeah. You know.
See if Bobsley wants it. Iron Brew wants it. Get in there, team. You can get these kills. They
Oh,
really need to push. Brad lays down the shatter. He's gonna find
some
possibly the kill on the Iron Brew here. That is why you have to chase your staggers. You either get out or you don't. Brad's gonna die in the process, but they find the kill on the Lazy Turtle, the res on the Brad, and this is now great point presence for Arrow's Angels. Juice takes down Hefty, Frontlash finds Novies, and now the tire from Banging My Drums is gonna have to be some heroics, but he only finds Brad. Guy Fieri, with the help of Juice, gonna take down the Zarya of Iron Brew, and that's why you gotta finish your kills. If you're gonna chase it, you gotta end it.
Finish it.
Wow. Well done there for Arrow's Angels. And right exactly in that sweet spot I was talking about. They've got 2 minutes left on the clock. This is a great time bank to get a couple of attacks in on first. If you cap it, you get a couple of attacks in on second, probably at least one. And then, you know, the 4-minute hold on first is very doable. Interesting
yeah.
spot to be in for Arrows Angels right here. Wow. Man, I really think that the Magic Bang Bus just needed to have a little more discipline on their defense, and they were firmly in the driver's seat. We'll see if they can keep it here and if they've learned any lessons for this second round. Hefty sticking with that soldier. Banging my drums had so much success on the junk. There's no way you're going to see him swap, at least for defense. And
Just
then
having
Iron
too
Brew
much
and
fun on
Bonsley.
it.
Oh, he's always having fun on Junkrat.
Oh yeah.
The man's a Junkrat maniac.
Oh, I love junk.
And this is coming from the person actively playing on an account dedicated to Junkrat.
I used to be a Junkrat main. Fun fact.
Didn't we
My
all?
early days.
4, 3,
Couldn't aim. Just played Junkrat.
attackers incoming.
You know, he's got some of my favorite voice lines. I can't be mad.
Yeah. I just love him. Such a
My favorite thing though is when you catch a Junkrat that's just laying in the back of a cart.
just
The
hiding.
emote is so good. The emote is so good for hiding.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There you go. You can already see the mind spam starting to take its toll. Hefty trades Juice. Frontlash trades Hefty, but Juice will get the res. Lazy Turtle not able to get Hefty back up, but so far the kills flowing for both sides relatively equally. Bonsley Toss needs to help protect his Jonah. Banging my drums, beat Juice is going to go in the favor of the Genji. Bonsley just a little too slow. Iron Brew should be able to clean that kill up though. Hefty
Oh.
gets his reflected Helix Rocket right back. Adam and Juice popping off here. He's going to get Blade. He's going to pop it. They're going to cap. Calling it right now. Blade finds one, if not two. If he even pops, no, they're just going to get
No,
the
I
straight
think
up
that-
cap and hold it for second.
He's just gonna save it.
Oh, they've got Nano Blade.
On it.
They've got Nano Blade. Iron Brew. All right, it's going to be the same thing. They're going to play for poke until Frontlash gets barrage. They're going to Nano Blade. Iron Brew's going to grab Juice. They're going to all collapse on him to try to teabag him and giggle their way all the way to the bank. And then Frontlash is going to pop up and shove their butt full of missiles.
Yeah, no, just be like, hi, surprise!
Oh no, the lamp is out. Here comes the Nano Blade.
Lamp is
Inbound.
gone.
Inbound.
Back on that bastion.
Swipe, motherfucker. Juice. So far, so nothing. Brad will find a kill on Anovius with the Shatter. The Blade actually finds none, ultimately. Hefty onto the Panic
There's
Bastion.
Barrage gets one.
But the point being stalled. Guy Fury with a good bomb to buy some time. The remake gets Novius.
Ah, that remake.
I love it. I love it. It's the best thing to happen to this game.
Like,
They
I
got
read
the tick.
Hated it, but loved it.
They got a tick, and they've got 20 seconds. There's still another attack in Arrows Angels, and they got the first tick. That's all that really matters.
Coming into this fight, neither team has any ults quite up yet. Actually, Bonsley Toss now has,
Bonsley's going to try to drop the Shatter from Ember's going to have the Valk online in a second, but no, they die first. FD up on the high ground, Panic Bastion just blazing away. 2 ticks now in the pocket for Arrows Angels. Can they find the third? Iron Brew trying to stall it out. Ryan's going to be able to charge to point. Maybe no! 3 fall down. Arrows Angels takes all 3 points home in overtime.
Score 4-2. Switching
Wow,
sides.
Arrows Angels with a beautiful attack there, making the most of every second they've got.
Initiating
And
match.
now, banging my drums and the Magic Bang Bus 3. Oh lord, they better be bussing. They got a lot of time to be bussing.
they
But
do.
they better be bussing. Now, here's the thing though. They capitalized really well on their attack, on the chaos that was their
Ready for
half
battle.
TP Bastion insanity.
And they're gonna run it again.
It's
Ooh.
gonna have to be nice and tight though, because they don't have that chaos factor again.
Oh, we
They-
got Frontlash on a May.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to see him play something else?
Frontlash loves to play Mei on defense here. Well, he doesn't love to play Mei on defense here. I love to make him play Mei on defense here, and then he plays it pretty well, and I go, cool, you're not allowed to play Pharah on defense here anymore.
Like,
If
come
you-
on.
If you know the TP's coming, just play Mei.
Yeah,
Just play
I-
Mei.
I love May. I think May gets a lot of hate.
Oh, Mei sucks. I absolutely hate May.
But I
But
love
I,
her.
but I love to play May. I played a whole bunch of May in our match. I
I
love to
love
play her. I hate
I
to play
love
against her.
when Mays get sniped, like they snipe somebody, and I'm like,
Mhm.
that's not supposed to happen.
It
But
is the
it's
most
funny as
satisfying
all
thing in the
hell.
game. Here comes the TP. They're
Gonna
not
stay up.
there to wall it off. It's gonna go to high ground. Where's okay? Front Lash gets a half wall off. The Bonsley toss just going in with the hammer, finds two. Hefty on the Bastion, and with a D-Mech guy Ferrari, they're not gonna have anything to soak up that damage. Iron Brew almost gets the roll through to stop the res, but not quite successful.
Fieri tried to remech right on Hefty to get that kill, but Hefty just deleted him before it could happen.
You know, honestly, it's the hero play. You're not gonna 1v1 the Bastion as a D-Mech Diva, but you might be able to one-shot him with the mech.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Smart play, actually. Heads up from Guy Fieri there.
I got Hefty quietly trying to sneak in.
He wants to just blast Juice, but Juice blasts Novius first. A nice trade there.
Get the res back on Novius.
We'll force it out. No res gonna be online until about 2:45 on the clock here.
Lazy Turtle gets walled off from the rest of the group.
Oh, the TP in the back line though.
Oh,
And there we go. Classic. Arrow stuck up on high ground, trying to rain some damage, and they're gonna give up
Help.
almost 2 full ticks here. But the kills flow through. They stop him at choke and find a couple. Front Lash gets the crucial kill onto Hefty, and now Ice blocked up on point. Banging My Drum's not able to charge up that crazy Sim beef, which means that is going to be the end of the push. But 2.5 minutes to find 2 ticks. Same situation we found ourselves on Route 66 so often. As long as Banging My Drums and the Magic Bang Bus just bash their head into the wall, they've almost already got 6 ults. Just honestly sit here and poke for a second. See what ults you can bait out, because Arrow's Angels have 6 as well.
they do.
Here it comes, gonna lead off
Nice.
with the minefield.
Managed to get that. Ooh, the Diva Bomb.
Nice placement. Can't quite beat out the immortality of Novi's. And now Deadeye from Juice finds one. Bonsley toss will fall. And right here, I think you stop. I think you stop ulting. You keep fighting hard, because Aero is now nanoed. Front Lash might pop. Yep, there's the Blizzard.
Ooh, manages it to get it up top up there to get Hefty and Lazy Turtle frozen. And
You know,
both of them gone.
I'm fine with that though now. If they just blitz point now, like if they throw wall, honestly, throw wall so that it cuts off your TP angle, drop the TP behind it, come in, and just go crazy. You've got 5 ults again, because Iron Brew's playing Hamster that's just constantly got mines available when he's at the helm. Have at it. This is going to be a bit of a crazy fight. It's going to take a nasty shatter from Brad to shut it down, I think.
Well, Juice switched to Bastion as well.
There is honor among thieves. The honor is that they'll steal from each other.
Oh,
Oh, here comes Bonsley. Charge him. Charge the Bastion. Charge the Bastion. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. But he can just swing around the corner. And there goes Juice. Here comes the wall. Here comes the end of this push. If I'm not mistaken, Brad gets killed before the shatter can fall. Bonsley toss dropped his own. Hefty just firing away from that high ground. This is going to be all 3 ticks unless Juice just gets absolutely fed that reflect. Nope, can't reflect the Sim Beam. Hefty too strong. They do it with time on the board.
oh wow. All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, because it's under a minute. Because they only have 36 seconds left. They get the time back.
Yeah. Wow.
Man.
All right,
Round
guys.
number 3. It's a slugfest on Hanamura. Neither team gonna go down without a fight here. We're getting our money's worth, chat. Even if this doesn't make it to 5 maps, we're gonna see 5 maps worth of Overwatch tonight. Boy, I'm glad I opted for the bio break before this one. Strap in. Still got at least another 2 minutes 36 coming at you here. 1 minute in the bank for Arrow's Angels. They're going to get 1 clean push to try to build ults. If they go fast and win, they get 1 push at second, basically. If they push fast and lose, they'll get a second full attack. But if they go slow, it's gonna get staggery and it's gonna get real awkward for him real fast.
Let's get you back out there.
No bastions on either side so far. I'm a little bit surprised.
They're like, all right, this is getting serious.
Well, it's kind of it gets to be rock paper scissors, right? If you know you're running into bastion, you can run the counters for them. But
Yeah.
if you know that they think you're gonna run the bastion, then you can run the counters for what would have countered your bastion. Interesting stuff here. Juice still sticking with the Genji. Otherwise, nothing really out of pocket from either of these teams right now. Banging my drums, just chunking down main, finds from members for free there. The damage boosted rat is obscene trying to walk through that choker.
Nutty.
Did you say daddy?
I said nutty.
Oh, well, alright, fine. I'll say junk daddy.
Junk is daddy.
I think that's right. Actually, canonically, that's Torque right.
Oh,
Novi's putting it down on front lash though here. That's the second or third time in the last few maps that we've seen the BAP take care of the fly swatter duty. Bonzi toss going in a little deep there. Does get the kill on the Brad though. Forces Novi's to use the lamp, and now they don't have that cooldown for this push.
Just sneaks around back, and Guy Fieri, both on point.
They're gonna get the kill onto the BAP and on the Lazy Turtle. No heals available. It's gonna take a hero tire, I think, to win this one.
Has any?
Oh, Banging My Drums finds 3. Gets the mech, gets the diva, gets the Pharah, gets the point win. That'll do it. No ticks on the board. And the tire left for
Tire
style points.
Score.
Beautiful play there. Good composure from the Bang Boys. I think, honestly, like,
They remain
ahead.
calm.
right. 'Cause that's a tough spot to be in, right?
is.
Because you start to get into what might be a losing fight if you don't clutch up, but it's winnable. But you've got ults online, so you have to play that mental gymnastics really quickly to say, well, do we ult and try to win this fight, or do we save them and make sure that we hold second? Like, you know, the snowball is so big if you lose that fight and commit ults, but the risk reward is there if you can full hold. Man, they're sitting pretty now in the driver's seat for it.
Bang Bus. Ooh, with the Genji sim. They were Bastion sim, but
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that we're not gonna see a Lucio Sim fake TP. That's what I want. That's what I want. It's not what I want to see running into this comp though from Aero's Angels. Juice onto the junk, front lash onto the Mei again. From members still on the Mercy though, which means there's gonna be a boosted rat just raining nades in their face here.
Zanger's playing really close up here.
Oh my god, they are.
Yeah, they're just really trying to keep him from even getting anywhere near that
Just going
point.
for the close hold because now that TP is gonna be so hard to set up. They should just TP through the window. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And Bonzi toss already on the point. Perfect play. Perfect counter to this strategy. Really well done from Aero's Angels to try to pull something crazy off. Will it pay off in the end? Kills falling in their favor. Lazy Turtle gets a big res on the Novi's. From Embers, also resing the Mei up front lash. Both teams at roughly full strength. Iron Brew does find the kill on the Aero, but gets traded out himself by the Junk. And it's Junk heroics yet again as Juice pops off for 3-4 in the kill feed. The Junkrat too strong in the final seconds. Are we gonna get a draw tomorrow? Toaster. Toaster, were you muted to stream for that? He's just very gently in my ear. Yeah. And here goes the TP on the point. Front lash misses the wall. They're gonna be able to get in, get out as they want, but the tire headed on to point. Juice gets shut down by the immortality of Novi's. Banging My Drums will get traded though before you'll really get value out of that ramped sim. They're getting kills slowly but surely. Traded out themselves though. The Bang Bus can't quite figure out their grasp for this one, and it's going to be headed into the final seconds here. Overtime starting to count down. Not another touch to be had as soon as Lazy Turtle should fall. Iron Brew though gets the grab off. They get Guy Fury with a triple kill on the neck. He gets the
Hurry
trip.
up, win
Draw.
for the draw. The draw.
Guy Fieri, oh my god. Lazy Turtle pulls off heroics with Iron Brew, who gets the grab, almost grabs the team off point. They get the TP to get the rest of the team back onto point, and Eric just drops a mech from orbit right onto all of them. Huge plays from Guy Fieri to clutch the tie.
Oh, look at that healing. That's almost 18k healing. That's beauty.
And now, wait, Toaster, are you still lead? You are still lead. Now, I don't recall off the top of my head what the final decision was as to if this is game currently or if this now becomes best of 6 as necessary. Right. First to 3 was my understanding.
Oh,
Okay.
I I believe something similar to this happened to High Newt last season, and we went on to map 6, and that was a crazy game.
I do recall that.
Well, I'm going to leave you in charge for a second. Not like you aren't already in charge, but
Well, you got to give me the impression.
yeah.
Oh, and we've got a King Pebble has joined the fray. Pebble coming in for Novice for a moment here. And what a match we have got headed on in to round number 5 here tonight. Another set of control, possibly a third if we should happen to get one more tie in the mix. Let's see what happens here. Take a moment. Remember, gamers, it's important to get some blood flow back in you. Stand up, take a quick stretch, have a sip of water. Strap on in because it might get sweaty here in round number 5. Chris Helms coming in for From Embers yet again. Honestly, I love it. I love it. This was very much my intention. So if you don't know, I captained Chris Helms, the team that ran Chris Helms last season, and I always loved keeping him in for if we get to that next control point, you're 100% in. You're here for that next fight because the Brig on control is so good and he's just such a consistent Brig specialist. It makes a ton of sense. It has a great impact for him. That I think this is going to be a really nice spot to slot in Helms. Otherwise, looks like most of these teams sticking with their original lineups. King Pebble going to come in for Novice, and that is a top tier support that you are adding into the mix of this game. King Pebble is on par with Aero on the support game. I think Aero might have a little bit higher of the SR of the two here, but they're going to have a bit of a duel now. There's not going to be as much of that disparity or uncertainty or change in hero pool. King Pebble going to be in here to take names and try to bring home the clutch for Magic Bang Bus 3 in the final moments. Here we go. Map number 5 underway after that tie on Assault. Hanamura, more like Geronimura here tonight.
Initiating.
Let's see if Oasis can break it.
I am back.
With a vengeance?
Yeah.
Did you die hard?
Maybe.
Huh, well, fair enough. Yes, what are you expecting to see here on University?
You know, no clue.
I expect shenanigans. I'm a little bit surprised to see Guy Fieri on Diva. I think I would rather see the Zarya, given the close proximity, given how high charge she can be, given the fact that Iron Brew doesn't really want to run Diva himself. You know, he wants to play that ball. That's where he's the most comfortable. Maybe the Zarya, but Guy Fieri's had some seriously impactful plays with the mech lady tonight.
So, I can understand still wanting to milk her a little bit more. See what else you can get out of it.
Oh, he's vibing. He's got the hot hand on the mech lady tonight. We'll see how it rolls out. Hefty onto the Kree, banging my drums on the Reaper. Confident pick there for him. As Bonzi Toss picks up the first kill, and Chris Helms gets traded out shortly thereafter, though. A little bit of an overextension.
I don't know if that was on purpose.
Juice did what now?
He rolled right into the hole.
Oh, it was tactical. It was tactical repositioning.
It might have been.
And then he jumps out of the hole, flashbangs somebody, and just gets bopped by Hefty in the counterpart there. And the res gonna come through from Lazy Turtle. These reses have been so strong for both of these teams all night that now with Chris Helms in on the brig, that missing from Aero's Angels, as well as Chris Helms while he gets sent back to spawn for a moment, might be a big impact. This could be... Now, the one thing I will say, I was already kind of reminiscing with Chad about last season running with Front Lash and Chris Helms here, that they have a lot of time already spent recently playing together as Farah Blue combo. So, as long as Chris hasn't gone too goldfish-brained about you see Farah, you throw pack, should be okay here.
Yeah.
Should be kill coming through. Aero filling up the feed actually gets the double. Hefty pops the Deadeye to knock out Front Lash, and they don't have that res to get him back in the fight. Guy Fieri demec'd. Lazy Turtle pops the Falcon. Now we're underway off to the races. Brad tries to drop the Shatter, and doesn't look like he quite connected on anyone. And that's going to be a fight win in the favor of the Magic Bang Bus 3. Oh, Lord, they busting through this first one.
I didn't see him come back. I was gone.
You didn't see who come back?
King Pebble.
Yeah, he snuck on in here. I think he made it in the middle of Hanamura.
Oh.
But that was my mention that King Pebble headed in here. You know, Nobi's was putting up a wonderful shot on Pap, and I don't know Nobi's SR off the top of my head, but I do know Pebbles, and I know it's much closer to Arrows to keep that fight close. Speaking of, kills aplenty, ults aplenty on both sides here. Who will reign victorious? Hefty finds another kill. Juice drops the Deadeye for nothing. Guy Fieri looking for some bomb heroics yet again. Hefty grabs that Deadeye for 3. That's going to be about it. Last second recontest, Chris Helms trying to build that rally. If the Brig can stay alive, it'll be huge, but no, the roll through of Iron Brew gonna send her back to spawn. Front Lash might have one more touch here. Does he have another barrage? And not to charge it up, but Guy Fieri over on the ball, trying to keep things even here as Iron Brew drops the mines through choke, and Guy Fieri playing a little bit of mine sweeper there. Gets taken on out by a Magic Bang Bus.
Round 1.
Round 1 in their favor. We may very well see map 6 tonight.
Oh boy. I'm glad I took my bio break.
Right?
Ready for battle.
Smoking's bad for your head.
Who's crying back there?
I believe
Toaster's back here. They're just in pain.
I want to go to bed.
You know, it was looking like this was going to be a 45-minute game, but Magic Bang Bus making it go the distance so far. Guy Fieri over to the Winston now, playing a little bit of Zoo Pals with Iron Brew.
Zoo Pals.
Excuse me, Bonzi Toss playing Zoo Pals with Iron Brew. Brad and Guy Fieri teaming up for the double bubble. Looks like that second bubble maybe just not quite thick enough there, though, as Guy Fieri gets melted pretty early, as does Front Lash. King Pebble over to the Moira, as opposed to the Ana that I would have expected to see with this comp. But it'll be enough so far. Honestly, just bouncing around on point, trying to get some of that health regen before he can go in on the next target.
Ooh,
Looking
yeah.
to fight Juice and Chris Helms for the time being. Juice goes down, Helms should be shortly thereafter, but Banging My Drums and Bombsley both fall. This is where Briggs starts to get scary. You give her time to set up, she's gonna hurt you. But Hefty sneaking around into the back line. Do they know he's here? Oh, Aero does with the sleep. Here comes the cavalry. Somebody's got to come help. Hefty with the flashbang survives on 1 HP.
Oh, frontlash finds
Oh.
him.
Thankfully, I'd be screaming if I was Aero and Hefty gets away from that. That 25 HP thick creep buff saved Hefty's life there.
Saved it. Decree.
Hickory.
Here.
There we go. Headed back in for the recontest. Bang Bus ticking on up past 20%. Frontlash just can't quite stay in the air. I think he might have gotten a little bit used to that Mercy pocket, which was necessary so far. Hefty's nothing to shake a stick at, let alone Banging My Drums. Now the pressure just being a little bit too much for him to stay up in the air unsupported. If Aero's going to take his eyes off him, which he does as soon as Guy Fieri goes in, then it's going to be a tough time. In this comp, you really want Chris Helms to be throwing all the packs on Farah and Juice. That way, Aero can afford to stare down Guy Fieri when he hops into a backline. But so far, they just quite haven't found the rhythm. Also pointing on both sides, Guy Fieri is going to go ahead and pop the Mad Monkey on Hefty. The ult in the corner, the Deadeye going to take down a chunk of health, and then Bronze Toss comes in for the clean. 70% on their way to map number 6. Magic Bang Bus. Looking to see if they can make it happen. Pebble's got the coalescence to keep the sustain up. Lazy Turtle can help him pump the damage for the Blossom of Banging My Drums. I expect to see it soon. If they throw it and choke, it's game over. 2 kills already. Pop them. Just pop the ult. Send them. Win this game.
Juice manages.
Push it on. Not before the res. Bonsley popping the Mad Monkey to make sure there's no shenanigans on point. Hops in the grab just for shiggles, I suppose. Minefield is going to cut off that choke. Magic Bang Bus wants to see map 6. Whew. Spicy. Spicy plays from Magic Bang Bus. King Pebble making a nice difference through here, but it'll be Hefty who takes on tonight's 5th play of the game. Is it going to be the Deadeye? Claps Juice. Pops the Deadeye. Finds the far kill, busts the shield.
Ooh.
Nice. Not a flashbang right click in sight. Props, Hefters. No mercy equals no win, says Fox McCumulus in chat. I think that might have been a minute ago, but
Yeah.
if there is one line I would come with from that map, it was no mercy equals no win. The res is insane.
Not only did Arrow's Angels not have a mercy, but Magic Bang Bus, they showed no mercy.
Oh my. You know, that is a legendary team around these parts. Discord's still alive and well. It's
I
the
don't know.
best record in PMAOWL anyway.
High Newt 3, we got robbed, man. That last game,
You know, I have feelings about last season. It was competitive.
it was.
It
Most
was
of my
sure
feelings,
competitive.
what is happening? All of these guys are crazy, and I think I'm gonna stay.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I had
Sounds like it sounds like Rush Week.
yeah, no clue what I was coming into. I knew one person. I knew 2 people joining. I knew Guy Fieri and Trumpet Jesus, and that was it. I'm like, all right, let's see what happens. And now I'm stuck. I'm part of it. I'm here.
You're stuck. You cannot leave.
No, I can hear Michael yelling from the other room. I don't know what he's yelled about, but he's yelling.
We already stole your boyfriend. Now we're gonna steal the next several years of your life.
He's just in the living room yelling "Trumpet Jesus." That's about it.
You know, that sounds like Michael.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Game number 6 on to Nepal. Honestly, I think this map is going to be absolutely bonkers if we get to Shrine. Guy Fieri on Winston, Juice on McCree, Andor on Genji, Hefty on, whatever. Hefty has played well on anything he's picked up tonight. Bonsley Toss on the Monkey, Iron Brew on the Ball, Banging My Drums on a Junkrat or a Reaper, Pebble might pull out a Lucio. There are so many options from both of these teams that I'm really excited to see how Nepal goes because it can be such a dynamic map, right? You can play Nepal Village for point control, throw up a May wall and just force them to walk in on you. You can play with the front lash far up on the high ground, just raining damage from afar. You can play really brawly. You can play really divey. I cannot wait to see how this one shakes out, but I'm sure it's going to be a fight to the bitter end here. Map number 6, first one of the season, underway shortly. Aero's Angels took home the first 2. Magic Bang Bus clawed their way back for map number 3. We get the tie, and now we are headed to map number 6 after the Bang Bus bust right on through Oasis to another victory. Here we go.
Traveling to Nepal.
All the marbles, Jess. Who wins it?
I want to say Magic Bang Bus, my boys.
I'm gonna give the bus the charisma advantage. They've got the momentum firmly on their side.
They picked it up. They turned the heat on, and they are ready to go.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah, Micah, we got map number 6 underway here. It's gone a long, long way. Draw Nomura strikes again. Draw Nomura took 3 rounds. So, if that tells you anything, it's been a long night, but a very, very good one here. We're going to see these two teams kind of brawl it out, but still sticking to their signatures. Pebble on the BAP, I really like. I liked seeing Novice on the BAP. Lazy Turtle on the Lucio, which I don't think we have seen so far yet in this matchup.
Trying to hurry up and get the point a little bit faster.
I love it.
Speed it up.
Ooh, pardon. Honestly, I wish Hefty or Banging My Drums had gone for the sim. You sim over the wall, and then you Lucio boost a point, and you're so much faster. And you can just catch up. They're on mobile heroes. King Pebble lasers down front lash, and then takes out Juice. That is the power of that support. Not only have you brought in someone with fresh eyes, with the thirst to really win this game, but you've also brought in a substantial DPS threat when you put him on Baptiste or Ana.
Holy talk. 3K. Go Bon.
Love to see it. All things firing here for the Magic Bang Bus.
All cylinders blazing. The bus is running.
And the bus has undone their limiter. They can go as fast as they want. Oh Lord, they bussin' is right, Toaster. There we go. Hefty's already got the visor. Pebble's got the window. They can do a big combo here. Looks like they're just not quite ready to commit to it yet. Gonna go ahead and pop the lamp to make sure that nobody falls early. Hefty pops the visor. It'll take down front ledge.
2?
Did I hear 3? 2 going once, going once now. 3. Do I hear 4? Hefty, do I hear 4? Hefty, can I get 4 kills in the feed now, please, Hefty?
So no?
Oh, nope. 3 kills sold. Front lash will take home the body.
Oh! Oh! Laser Turtle boots the charge and Rhine. Oh!
Oh, Brad. You know, it's a play. Juice is going to try to take out Iron Brew, but this gets slammed into Oblivion. Banging My Drums drops the Death Blossom, I guess because he felt left out.
He just needed
Honestly,
to be involved.
honestly, I really think so. Lazy Turtle, I think, threw out a good beat. I guess if they win this fight, it's been worth all these ultimates because it's going to be stagger fight from here on out. And Frontlash is the only one that has survived with an ultimate from the side of
There's Angels.
Aero's Angels. Magic Bang Bus has just refused to give up on these losable fights. They have stuck it out yet again. This is how we saw them get so far on the Hanamura defense. They're just tenacious, refusing to give up anything 0 to
What?
100 on map 1. Nasty.
Score 0-1.
Sick nasty plays from the Bang Bus.
Yeah. They weren't scared, you know. They stayed there and they kept fighting, and you know it paid out for them.
Very much so. I mean, I think so. Brad came in with the Shatter Charge through the point and just slapped it down, and Bang Bus did not blink.
Nope.
Lazy Turtle didn't get caught in it. They threw the beat out right away, made sure nobody died to any shenanigans, and they really turned that fight around well. The ults weren't huge, but just about every ult found 1 or 2 kills, and that's if you can get that trade every time, you win. As long as you ult first, you win. Here's the Sanctum. I'm waiting for it. Who gets first boop? Frontlash, Iron Brew. I'm curious to see who can find it.
Calling for a pause.
Thank you.
Who's getting off the bus?
Who PP? Looks like we've got a bit of a lag factor. Peter kicked his router and it shit himself.
That makes sense. Peter.
You hate to see it. I wish you had free cam while you were in pause. I would love to just go see like what Peter is doing where.
Well, from my angle, he's up near the stairs and he's swinging at, I think, through a fire strike. But the hammer's all stretched out. It looks really funny.
I see Lazy Turtle set up on point though. They've got an opportunity
They
for a
got
nice
Lazy
boop
Turtle
eventually
and
here.
Banging My Drums on point.
Waiting for the R from the opposing side. I think everybody forgets that when you pause, both teams need to be re-ready.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Rockets raining in on point. They're going to find Banging My Drums cleanly. Caught that one right in the sternum. He can get sent back to spawn. Guy Fury charges over the gap, does a little kickflip, and splatters Lazy Turtle there.
Oh,
The
remember,
res onto
res
front
on.
latch. Both teams, the kill feed just looking like a checkerboard right now. Both teams trading them back and forth. Iron Brew looking for that roll through. Can't find it on Guy Fury.
He can.
Good lord. Guy Fury's got Discord issues now. He lost his mic when he did that kickflip.
I have also been informed that on stream, the teams' names were not switched back again.
The nerve. It's like this is a free production. Toaster, I'm docking your pay.
They're gonna keep making bad jokes, make you suffer a little bit.
Yeah. Can we is what pun is this pause sponsored by, Jess? Toaster has threatened the stream's life. Now he's holding it for ransom. We are not allowed to make puns or else he will end the stream. So, naturally, this stream is brought to you by, in Banging My Drums honor, Brondo, the Thirst Mutilator. It's what plants crave. Talking about Thirst Mutilator. Look at Juice up there in the kill feed. He's found 3 in this fight. Iron Brew, Pebble, and Hefty. Is Juice set up on high ground? Or is he flanking?
He's on the other side. Flanking, I guess.
I was gonna say, I hope he's on high ground. I know he's flanking though. It's
High ground.
Juice. High ground is so strong on Sanctum. Nope, Juice is in it. Juice is leading the charge to the spawn door. He wants to take this one back. They refuse to go down 2-0 on the final control here. Aero's Angels get the cap.
Everybody.
Ticking on up for the progress. Ooh, Guy Fury slaps a fat shatter. It's going to find 4, but no kills to follow up on except for that Lazy Turtle Fire Strike. Front Lash will kill the Immortality Field, and now they're off to the races. King Pebble can't keep up with the damage. Iron Brew looking for this roll through. Will he find it? Guy Fury getting dangerously close. Nope, Iron Brew's just going to have to decide to leave here. Honestly, a bit of a factor is just the spam damage coming at them. Lazy Turtle, perhaps not on enough speed or getting picked a bit early. Banging My Drums will be the first casualty into the pit. I'm interested how he managed to, he explained this the other day, change his elevation, because he definitely didn't deal damage to himself, and henceforth not get booped, but interessant all the same.
Oh, Juice trying to get hefty. Succeeds.
Now Banging My Drum's going to trade him back out, though. Vengeance, but not before he finds King Pebble as well. So 4v4 on point. Iron Brew rolling through to try to help save Bouncy Toss, but too little too late. They don't have an ult online on point. Lazy Turtle with the boop! Oh no, it's Iron Brew who finds Brad. He'll have to trade out his own life. Aero takes down Turtle. Hefty finds 2. Jonah wants to get on the action and obliterates the wall. Juice pops the Deadeye to kill Hefty. And then falls into the pit lifelessly.
You know.
Clean hold. A few 3 more ults than I would have liked to see in that fight, but you know what?
A nice shatter.
Again, it's Magic Bang Bus refusing to blink. They go, well, if we just use all our ults and win the fight, we can start charging up more faster so we can hit Q again.
Yeah, I'm like, why wait sometimes? Sometimes you just gotta just spam that Q button and see what happens.
Return to 0% alt charge. And Monk.
For some of the it's just on cooldown.
Very true, very true.
King Pebble, he's on cooldown. Front Lash, honestly, he's on cooldown with his ult. It's Speedy Boy.
Banging My Drums on respawn cooldown after that conk nade, I believe, sent him into the pit. Front Lash looking for another one. Will he get it? If he fires it deep, might have been able to find King Pebble out of fade, but not quite. Hefty now trying to set up on the high ground to get that good crossfire going. Doesn't quite have the visor yet. Bonsley takes down Juice, who is still a little bit away from the Deadeye. Front Lash on 1 HP, but with Barrage. Willing to risk it for the biscuit, finds 1 before traded out by the Moira, and this might very well be it.
Yes.
The Magic Bang Bus take it home in 6.
Oh Lord, they bussin' right into that win.
Wow, the final play of the game goes to Juice. The victory goes to the Magic Bang Bus 3. Oh Lord, they busted. Juice collects the kill on the Hefty, then on the Pebble. This was right before our pause. That he picked up that 3K. Aero gets the healing card. Hefty gets the KP card. Look at that, 70% from the soldier.
But you know, should have just done one less little kill, you know, get that 69%. And that's what we're all aiming for.
We really are. We really are. That's the ultimate card.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap, that one gonna take us to the runtime of almost 2 hours exactly to go the full distance 6 maps. After it's all said and done, the Magic Bang Bus make the miraculous comeback with the win, the draw, and then the back-to-back to clutch it out 3-2 in their favor. GG's all around. Aero's Angels playing their hearts out, but just couldn't quite overcome the momentum that the bus started to build up.
Yeah, once they started going, they did not stop. They were not picking up anybody else.
Nasty. Absolutely nasty. This bus stops for no one except for a win. Whew. Well played. Well, folks, it's been a long one. It's been a fun one. Thank you for joining me, Zoloft, here on the comms, Toaster behind the scenes on the camera, putting up with all our shenanigans this evening. This has been that one Dan guy for the PMA OWL season number 3, season number 13, week number thrun, game number before 2. We played a lot of Overwatch tonight.
Oh, yes, we did. We played 2 hours worth of Overwatch and it did not stop.
No, I'm tired. Are you tired, chat? It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for riding it out. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, whatever little bit of it remains. Almost midnight for our East Coast folks. Go get some sleep. Go enjoy the rest of it. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Delayed 30 minutes for the Phantom Billy versus.
Man, I love frogs.
You heard it here, folks. We'll see you tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Have a good one.